So first and foremost, you want to sign up for LinkedIn Sales Navigator here. So you can just click the link here, and there are a few options. So there's core and then there's advanced. Core is more than fine, and that's the one that you want to go with. So you can pay annual or monthly. When you do annual, you do save 20% over the year. Now, once you're in Sales Navigator, what you want to do is you want to click all filters, and then so this is the window that you should see. You want to click lead filters, and this is what's going to pop up. Once you're here, you basically want to look at a few different sections of basically categories to target your ideal clients. So first and foremost is the company head, right? So the company section here, so you can go after self-employed people, you can go after companies that have 1 to 10 employees, 11 to 50 employees, 50 to 200 employees. So this way you are going after smaller companies or larger ones. I would recommend going after smaller companies because it's a lot easier to get to the decision maker and actually get them to move forward. The next thing is current company. So this filter specifically, you can target people who work at Apple, right? So this is going to pull up anybody who works at Apple. Now the next section is you can target people who used to work for Apple, right? The key difference is that they no longer work there, they used to work there, right? So these are all the people who used to work with Apple. Next section is the company type. So you can go after publicly traded companies, privately held, so again, privately held companies, and nonprofits, partnerships, educational institutions, self-owned, self-employed. So this thing you really want to look at is the personal section. So where it says connection here, you can see first degree, second degree, third degree connections. So I'll explain to you what all these mean. So first degree connections are people whom you're already connected with. So what I would do is go after second degree connections. Next thing is geography. So with Sales Navigator, you can target people who are in specific areas, right? So let's say you want people in Los Angeles. You can do that, right? Now, let's say you want to target people based on zip code or postal code. You can actually just jot that in, and you can go within 1 mile, 5 miles, all the way to a 100-mile radius. So you could basically use that. Or let's say you want people who are in California, but you want to exclude people who live in San Diego, right? So you could just press on this exclude button, and that's going to help you really get in front of those people who are the good fits and are in the right areas. The next thing is, basically the next one that we can go after is groups. So if you know specific people that, let's say you're targeting real estate agents in San Diego, there's probably groups out there that is called Real Estate Agents in San Diego or San Diego Realtors. You can join those groups and you can target folks from those specific groups, and that way you can tailor your messaging accordingly. And the next thing is, let's say if you're targeting specific demographics and you want to go after Spanish speaking community, you can do that. And you can go after people who have Spanish listed as a language on their profile, and you can even go after people who used to go to, say, UCLA, right? So that way you can go after people who used to go to UCLA, and this way your messaging could be more tailored. So if you went to UCLA and they went to UCLA, you can sort of talk about that within your message, and there's more commonality there. Now, this is the personal section on the right hand side. On the left hand side, you can see the roles, right? So there's function. So within the business, are they in business development, education, operation, so on and so forth. The one that I really care about and I use a lot is the job title. So here you can type in real estate agent and say real estate broker, right? So this is going to bring specific people who are realtors, real estate agents, so on and so on. And then the next level is, the next filter is seniority level. So you can go after owners, partners, C-level executives, so on and so forth. And basically you can go after people who've been in, say, Apple for 6 to 10 years. Now this filter is, let's say if you target someone who's at Apple for 6 to 10 years, but for the first 3 they were an engineer, the next, say, 3 years they were a manager or a director, right? That's gonna bring up that lead. Versus if you go after people who are, say, they work at Apple and they're a director right now, at that point you want them to have been a director for 6 to 10 plus years. You would go after this specific filter. So this is specifically within that title. Previous one is within the company, and people move up from time to time within the company. One of my favorite filters is really within the spotlight section here. I like to target people who've posted on LinkedIn in the past 30 days. This is showing that these are active leads, these are active people who are on LinkedIn, and you're not basically reaching out to deaf ears, right? So this is really going to help you save a lot of time and get a lot more engagement from this crowd. So basically that's that process itself. So again, these are the most important filters that I think are the most important. So number 1 is job titles. Number 2 is relationships. So relationship is, again, first, second, and third degree connections. geography, where they're located, specific keywords, which I'll get into in a couple seconds here, years of experience, so that could be total experience, or that could be within the company or within the title itself, and company headcount, so how big is the organization itself, and spotlights, again, posted on LinkedIn in the past 30 days, and a couple other ones out there, right? And basically what you could also do is you can use keywords to find prospects that match your target audience as well. So you can use the keyword section right here, and basically you can type in real estate agents or realtor or real estate broker to find prospects with those specific titles, right? Now the next section is the Boolean search. Basically within this, we're using specific keywords and operators to search for specific information. So this works not only on LinkedIn, it works on Google, a wide variety of different websites as well. LinkedIn is also one of those as well, right? So basically you can go into the keyword section here, and then what you could do is there are a few different operators. So there's and, or, not, right? So let's say if you're looking for people who have the keyword sales and marketing. So it can't just be sales, it has to be both sales and marketing. You would use the and operator. Now, if you want people who are either in sales or marketing, this would be the appropriate operator to use, right? So you don't care. As long as they're in sales or marketing, this is the one you use. And my personal favorite is not. So this is how you exclude people, right? So you could use this to exclude people who are not a good fit. You basically would use the not, right? So it would be sales, but not marketing. Okay, and you can actually use parentheses as well. So the way it would work is you could actually go like this, open brackets, you can target, say, real estate agent or realtor, or say real estate broker, close brackets. Then I would do not, capital NOT, open brackets. Here we would say, let's say we don't want anyone who's in commercial real estate. And we don't want anyone who's a loan officer or say mortgage broker. You click enter. Once you do that, this pulled up a list of 1 million leads. And then here you can go even further and further. So you can stack the job titles with that as well. So you can go after real estate agent. You can go after real estate broker. And then maybe you want realtors who've been in business for at least 6 to 10 and maybe more than 10 years to show that they have some skin in the game. And once you do that, is you're left with 360,000 leads. Oh, that is way too many. So what you want to do at this point on is you want to go after realtors who are in specific areas. So maybe you want people who are in, say, California, with the exception of San Diego once again. And maybe you want people in Austin, Texas as well, hypothetically. So once you have that set in, that's 59,000 leads. Again, that is way too many. Now keep in mind, for you specifically, you're going to use the first, second, and third degree basically connections. Now for you, what you want to do is you want to use second degree. Second degree are people who you have other people in common with them. And see, once I do second degree, now the search results is about 1,000. And then what I like doing, again, I like using the spotlights and going after people who've posted on LinkedIn in the past 30 days. This is going to yield a higher acceptance rate, higher engagement, and overall a lot more engaged prospects. So now, as you can see, we turned a lead list of 1 million leads down to about 260 leads, right? So just to recap, here we're going after real estate agents. So right, they have to have that in their profile, realtor or real estate broker. And this does not include, so we're excluding anyone who is in commercial real estate and who's a mortgage broker. And we're going after second degree connections. Again, people who we're not connected to, but as you can see here with Tom, we have 7 mutual connections. Edna, we have 1. Charles, we have 2. So these are people who we have other people in common. And keep in mind, once you connect with Tom, he probably has another 500 real estate agents who he's connected with. This number will jump up to 758, right? So his new connections are your new connection, which is Tom. You're basically tapping into his entire network, and you have access to them so that you can reach out to them, prospect them, and basically book meetings with them. As you grow, as you start reaching out to more prospects and more prospects, this number will keep growing and growing. And again, we're going after people who are in California with the exclusion of San Diego, and people who are in Austin, Texas as well. Job titles, real estate agent, real estate broker. Years in current position is 6 to 10 years and 10 plus. So as you can see, Edna, 17 plus years, Charles, 6 plus years. And on top of that, we're going after people who've posted on LinkedIn in the past 30 days. So this is a very good search. And what I like doing is typically, I like to go through it, right? Let's take a look at all all the leads that showed up. So make sure that they do actually fit your ideal client avatar, right? So Tom, realtor, Edna, realtor. I like to go down to the bottom, and you can really see the effectiveness of the search by going to like page 5. Just randomly pick a page. Mark, again, realtor. Soraya, realtor. So yeah, this looks like a good search, right? So it looks like the filters are working, and your first page looks good, and you go to page number 2, 3, 4, and 5, and all of a sudden it's just out of whack and complete. People that are just not a good fit. You did something wrong, okay? So you want to basically go back to the basics. Who are you targeting? What are their titles? Where are they located? Make sure you have your second degree turned on, and basically what areas, titles, so on and so forth, right? So you can use the sheet here, and I put together a bunch of different ones for you, but these are the main ones that you should care about. Again, what I like using a lot is activities, which is posted on LinkedIn in the past 30 days. You're not able to use this every time, but if you are, make sure you do take advantage of it. And so yeah, that's basically the Boolean search. Now the next section is the group search. Now let's jump into the group section. So you can basically reach out to people on groups, and basically what you could do, you could identify people who are in specific groups on LinkedIn as well. So what you could do is, I'm going to go ahead and clear the search, or actually I'm just going to keep this. I will exclude second degrees, and here you can go after people who are in a specific group, right? So it could be realtors on the internet. Let's see how many people are in that group. 41, right? There's real estate agent group, which has 893 members. So if you want, you could actually target these people. The point is, by doing so, this is going to allow you to really customize your message that says, for example, let's say, Sylvia, I see that you're in the real estate agent group on LinkedIn, and you can just basically start your message with that. This is going to help you personalize your outreach more and more, and people like to basically receive personalized messages rather than copy pasted messages that they receive every single day, right? So you can use the group section here to utilize that, and basically if you want, you can also even join groups on LinkedIn. So by joining groups, you can actually message them directly without them even connecting with you, right? So if you